Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm recording it. And so what I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about is on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing my live sessions with you guys. So we'll work on science, we'll work on math together, mainly from our workbooks, our instruction book and our practice book. Today we're going to go over the quiz. I was telling Deandra earlier, but because of everything that happened last week and me being out on Friday, a lot of students did not do their percentage quiz. So that is actually what's on the agenda today. If you haven't looked on our modules in Canvas, we have our quiz to take, and then also the article that was on Friday with the substitute. That's what we're doing today. If you already did it, I apologize. However, because of everything and the sub being there on Friday, I don't have any of that work for us. So I have embedded everything into Canvas. So the quiz is in Canvas. Your article is in Canvas, and then the 4 questions that you're supposed to write, you will write them into Canvas. So all of your grades now for all of the work that you do will be in Canvas, which is kind of nice because then you'll get some instant feedback too. As far as the quiz goes too, just like in class, you have more than one option to take the quiz. And so if you don't pass the first time, that's okay because you can take it again. Let me move this up. Let me see. Oh, the sub did say you guys did amazing. He was actually a really good sub from what I heard. And he said you guys were very talkative, but you listened to him. So, no, you guys did really good. Okay. As I was saying, we're going to work on the quiz this morning. I just want to review it with you guys. If you have any questions, and like this would be a good time to go over that. And then we'll work on science also. Are there any questions using our chat? Are there any questions about our modules, how I've set up our agenda? Is everything understandable? Those types of questions before I move to our actual lesson today. And since I won't be doing a live viewing like this on Thursdays and Fridays, I will be providing a video for you of the lesson so that you're not just doing the lesson by yourself. And then I also will be providing you Khan Academy videos that go with the lessons that we're doing just for that extra reinforcement and any extra help that you may need, okay? So Victoria asks, are we going to go over all the work with me? Yes. So well, the idea is that the work that we do on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm obviously doing it with you, so that will be fine. And then the work that you do on Thursdays and Fridays, it will be with my pre-recorded videos or the Khan Academy videos. So, but if you have any questions and you'd like to go over something with me because you didn't understand, I do have office hours in the afternoon. I believe it's from 12:30 to 1:30. I'd have to look at the schedule again because this is all new for me too. But it's the same schedule that I put in the modules and in our announcements. So during those office hours, like anyone can get on and we can just share and go over whatever you need. We can Google chat, we can email, all of those things. So yeah, we can go over everything. And I may have to adjust things as we go through because we're not sure how this is going to work, and I need to make sure that I'm being a teacher to everybody. So, okay. Any other questions before we get started? I'm sorry, say that again. Oh, it's not? Okay, no problem. So then when you have a question, just unmute yourself. So then, because for some reason, I don't know why the chat's not working for you. And then you can ask your questions. Do you have a question, Deandra? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. If your chat's not working, then go ahead and unmute yourself so you can ask. But I do have everyone muting just because it gets a lot of background noise, and then especially since I'm recording this for anyone who isn't in, then they can't hear me. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Amari. Uh-huh. Well, that's what I was just telling the class right now, Mari, is that we're actually going to go over that quiz again because I know that there were some issues with it and then we didn't have a lot of time and it was really crazy last week. So let's go over it again and then you can retake it and you can retake the quiz. So just like in class, I offer retakes on Canvas too. So if you don't get the score that you desire, then you go back in and you go ahead and do it. Yeah, go ahead and mute yourself again unless you have another question, Amari. Yes. That's no problem. Did you see your score already? Okay, so after we go over the quiz, if you would like to retake it, then you can, because I would allow that in class. Oh, you already took it 2 times? Okay, so what I'll have to do is go in and change it so that you can take it a 3rd time then. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. This is the percentage quiz. So yeah, Gabe, you did not finish it. So this is the percentage quiz we started last week. Okay, Josh. Yeah, Josh, you had to you needed to fix some things. So that's why we're going to go over it though today. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and remute ourselves and then we can go ahead and get started. Yeah. A lot of students didn't finish and that's okay. That's why we're going to do this way. And I embedded everything into Canvas now so we can get instant feedback and we can do retakes still. Okay. Let me see. So right now while I'm talking, if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. And then or if you have like your chat's not working, then just go ahead and unmute yourself and ask a question. Okay, so let's now go over the quiz. So here's our quiz. Looks like this. It does not look specifically like this in Canvas because I had to type in all the questions, but I did type the questions just like this. And then I did a lot of multiple choice and short answers so that because it's Canvas and we can't show our work. But I'm hoping you're getting a scratch piece of paper and you're working out these problems so that you can do this, okay? Okay, so I'm going to read the first question. It says, Eleanor deposits 20% of the money that she earns each week in a savings account. If Eleanor earns $85 each week, how much money will she deposit each week? So a lot of you actually got this one correct. Before I actually do it, was there anyone who had issues with this very first question? Because if you all understand that first question, I'll move on to something that was harder. Okay, so everyone's good with that first question because I think everyone got that one correct the first time, at least the ones that I saw. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to the second question. So the second question says, Greg practiced playing his clarinet for 12 minutes. He practiced 40% of the amount of time he needs to practice today. How many more minutes does Greg need to practice today? So I have a whiteboard here, and I'm going to go ahead and do the problem for you, okay? Just kind of like set you guys up. Okay. Okay, so here's my whiteboard, and I'm going to draw a number line just like we've been doing. And it says that he practiced for 12 minutes and that was 40% of his time. So I'm going to put 40% right here, and he practiced 12 minutes, okay? So we need to know how much was 100%, and then we're going to break this up like we have been doing. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay? So we said that if we divide 12 by 4, I'm going to do that right up here actually. 12 divided by 4, then we get 3, right? So that equals 3. So that means my unit rate, which is my 10, is 3. So now I'm going to do my increments. So now I'm counting by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27, and then this would be 30. Okay, so that means that 100% of the time is 30, and that 12 minutes is 30 minutes, and 40% of the time is 12 minutes. That's the information we had already received. Okay. Sorry. Please mute your mics. Okay, so that means then if 100% is 30 minutes, but he wants to know how many more minutes does Greg need to practice today. So if he's already practiced 12 minutes, how many more minutes does he need to get to 30? And I think that's where a lot of the students went wrong when we first took this last week. So we weren't looking for how many minutes total. We were looking for what's the difference between his 12 minutes that he's already done and his 30 minutes that he needs to do. Okay, so that means you're going to subtract 30 from 12 to figure that out. Okay, all right, let's talk about the next question. So the next question is number 3. Let me erase our top information here because we could still use this number line to do the next one. Okay, so question number 3 says, Monique planted seeds to grow pansies, snapdragons, and petunias. After several weeks, 18 out of 40 pansy seeds, 21 out of 50 snapdragon seeds, and 12 out of 30 petunia seeds grew into plants. You are trying to figure out what is the least to the greatest percentage of your plants growing, okay? So let's look at our first one. Our first one is our pansy seeds. So I'm going to name this pansies. And your pansy seed is 18 out of 40. So that means our total is going to be 40. And that we're going to do 18. Where does 18 lie here? Well, that's what we have to figure out. So if we know that 100% is 40, we're going to divide to find out our unit rate to figure out what our 10 is. So we're going to divide 40 by 10. And we know that that is 4. So that means I'm counting by 4s here. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and then 40. Okay, but I need to find out where does 18 lie on my number line here. Well, 18 is right here in the middle of this. So if this is 40% and this is 50%, what is right in the middle of 40 and 50%? And that would be your percent for pansies. Okay, so now we're going to do the same number line again, but now we're going to do it for our snapdragons. So I'm going to do it right underneath snapdragon. So I'm just going to call this snap. Now I'm going to create another number line and 100. And then I'll do my 10 increments. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Okay. So here's my snapdragons. Okay, so for my snapdragons, it was 21 out of 50 snapdragons. Okay, so that means that 50 is going to be my 100%, and I need to figure out where 21 is going to lie. So I go ahead and find out my unit rate to figure out what 10 is. So I'm going to divide 10 into 50, and we get 5. So that means I'm counting by increments of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay? So now I have to figure out, where does 21 lie on my number line here? Well, 21 is going to lie right here, right? So it's not in the middle, so it's not 45, but it's a little bit after 40. So we could assume that it's somewhere like around 41, 42%. And that's what would it be for Snapdragons, okay? All right, now I'm going to erase my pansies so that you guys can see my board again, so that we can do our last one, which is petunias. Okay, so I'm going to label this petunias now. And for the petunias, it is 12 out of 30. So that means my 100% is 30. And I have to figure out our unit rate in order to do my counting. So we divide 10 on the outside, 30 on the inside. And we know that that is 3. So we're counting by 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. Okay, so now we're looking for the number 12. Well, 12 lies right here on our 40% mark. So that means the petunias was 40%. Now that you've figured out all of your percent, you just put them in order from least to greatest. And on your Canvas quiz, that's what you're doing. You're putting them in order from least to greatest. Okay, now let's talk about number 4. Number 4 in Canvas is going to be one where you fill in the blanks. So let me erase our Petunia and Snapdragon information here so we can do the next one. Okay, a musical group sells hats at their concert. After one concert, they sold 120. This is hard to do everything. There we go. After one concert, they sold 120 out of 200 white hats, 210 out of 300 black hats. A greater percentage of which color hats were sold? Okay, so we need to figure out which one is greater. Is the white hats greater or is the black hats greater? So let's do our number line. So we're going to start with our white hats because that was first. And I'll do my 10 increments here. Okay, so 100 would be the total, which is 200. 100% would be the total white hats, which was 200. So we need to figure out on our spectrum, where does 120 fall? So we're going to, of course, find our unit rate. So we're going to divide 10 into 200. And then that means it would go 2 times with a 0 left over, so 20. So that means we're counting by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and then the 200. Okay, so where does 120 lie? 120 lies right here at 60%. So there's your answer for your white hats. But now you have to do the same thing for your black hats. And then you have to decide which one is bigger. Your white hats, is that a larger percentage? Or your black hats, is that a larger percentage? Okay? Let me check our chats because I haven't checked in a while. I know you guys have been talking to each other. Jovi, there is a button at the very bottom of the Google Meet for you to turn off your camera. Okay, so let me stop real quick before we do the last question. Are there any questions about our number line, our percentages? Okay, hold on real quick. Let me pause this for a second because I have some students chatting with me. Okay, sorry. I needed to respond to a couple of our classmates that are in Google Chats. Okay. Please, of course, watch what you're saying in the chats because this is recorded. Everyone can see it. Okay. Okay, so no questions. Are we good so far then? We're understanding? Give me a yes. What? I am your teacher. I wish. I wish I could come to school. I know. You know, yeah. I am trying to do more of our visual with our number lines because that seemed to work. So that maybe that's the difference because I was showing you several different ways in class, Joshua. Maybe that's why. Okay. And as I said, I am recording this, so you guys can go back and rewatch it to kind of help you out. I know this is our first session, so we're all trying to figure this out. But when we do meet, I do want you guys to take notes, or we will be working from our books so that you can be writing these things down for it to be more helpful to you. Okay? Yeah, Jovi, I know you missed the first half. It's okay. And Izzy, I know it's okay. But as I said, I recorded this, so you guys can go back and review what was said. But I'll probably review at the end of our session too, because we have about 10 more minutes, but I may take up about 15 more minutes of your time because I have one more problem to do, and then I just want to go over the science with you real quick too. Okay, so you guys is that okay, Jovi? Okay. I'm trying to think who else had that question. I think that was it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask that you guys mute again so I can finish up this last problem and then we'll move on to science. Let me see. Let me mute a couple people here. Do you know how to mute? Okay. Perfect. I think everyone's muted now. Okay. Aiden, I see that you have a question mark. We're just reviewing the quiz because I'm going to have you retake it. And I'll explain that all again. Let me just do this last problem, and then I can explain why we're doing that for those of you who just came in. Okay? All right, so let me go ahead and let's go back to our board here. So we have, we just discussed our white and black hats for question number 4. So for question number 5 on Canvas, I just did part A. I did not do part B, okay? Because I'm still trying to figure out how to do quizzes in Canvas, but I didn't want you guys to get behind, so we're just doing part A. Okay, so I'm going to erase this information because we can use this number line, of course, to do the next one. I'm going to erase all my sections here. Okay, so we're going to start with number 5. Students in Mr. Tarlow's class are reading a book that has 280 pages. So right there, I know my total. My total is 280 pages, so that's what I'm going to write here. And it says, Ramon decides to read 25% of the books each night. How many pages will Ramon read each night? So I need to find out what 25% is, okay? So let's first find out our unit rate. So we're going to divide 280 by 10. And we know that that goes in 2 times. And then I have 8 left over. Whoops, sorry. I'm writing that all wrong. That goes in 2 times and 8 left over, and we bring down our 0. All right, and then 10 goes into 80 8 times, and then there's no remainder. Okay, so I'm counting by 28. So 28, and then you do 28 plus 28, which is 6, 3 to 1, 56. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Go ahead and unmute so that I make sure that I'm doing this right for you. And then 56 plus 28. Okay, 56 plus 28. That's 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 84. And then 84 plus 28. And that is 12, 8, 10, 11, 12. Is that what you got too? Okay, I'm going to stop here though because I only need to find out what 125% is. So if I'm only trying to find out what 125, or not 125, 25%, I know 25% is right here in the middle. So it's not going to be 56 pages and it's not going to be 84 pages, but it's going to be half of that. What is half of 28? Super close. I think it's, is it 16? No. Maybe you're right. No, you're right. I think it's 14. You're right. 2. Yeah, you're right. 14. Yes. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Yep, you guys got it. You're faster than me today. Okay, 14. So that means I'm going to add 14 to my 56, and that will give me 25%. Okay? No, you did say it. I did hear you, Jovi. No. And someone else, Deandra said it, and then you guys all typed it in. You guys are awesome. And that's what I'm expecting when I do ask you, like, type it in or unmute yourself to say it real quick. That would be great. So that I'm not just talking and we're kind of interacting more. Okay? Okay, so as I said, the last part, can you mute yourself again? Thank you. Okay, so as I said, you'll just add your 14 to your 56 to figure out what your 25% is. Okay, so that is all the parts that you'll be doing on your quiz today. As I said before, you can retake it, especially now that we've gone over. I know some of you already went in and took the quiz, and if you're not happy with your score, then you can retake it. So, and I will go in and fix that for you as far as how many times you can take it. Because I put for 2 because that's what we usually do. But if we need to take it more, that's fine. Okay, so unmute yourself if you have any questions about the quiz. Okay, so you're not going to print the quiz, you're going to take the quiz on Canvas. It's already embedded into Canvas, and you should see it in your modules. So when you click on it, it'll take you right to the page where you answer the questions, and then you submit it, and you should find out what your score is rather quickly. And then if you're not happy with your score, you can go in and take it again. So once I'm done recording this video, I will upload it to our modules under 6th grade, so you guys can watch the video again. But I have to, once I stop the video, then I have to put it on YouTube, and then I have to put the link from YouTube onto the modules. So it may take me a little bit to do that. Okay. And then tomorrow, because I won't be doing live sessions with you, I'll be doing live sessions with my 5th graders, but I will create a video for you that you can follow along with. And then I also have Khan Academy videos for you guys to help, because we are starting our new section on multiples and factors, greatest common factor, greatest common multiple. Okay, so that's what you'll be starting tomorrow. Yes. Okay, it's not in your modules. If you scroll all the way down to the end of your modules and underneath the 6th grade tab, it should say percent 6.8. You see it? Okay, perfect. Because you took this quiz last week. So let me just say that one more time. You guys did do this quiz last week, but because of I was out on Friday and then everything that happened with us having to leave school and finding out so quickly, I am having everyone retake the quiz because I don't have scores, and percents is one of our ICANNs, and we do have to have a score for percents. So I do apologize because a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, but there was a good portion of the students who had finished, but then there was a good portion of students who hadn't finished, but I wasn't here on Friday for us to work on it. I know. That's why I was giving out, what I can do for you, Shad, too, is I can send you a Khan Academy video on percents also. And then what we also could do is I do have office hours this afternoon. You guys can get on with me in office hours, and I can go over problems or specific issues. What was that? When is the time? Good question. Let me look. 1:30 to 2:30? Okay, then there you go. 1:30 to 2:30. Or is it? It could be 12:30 to 1:30 actually, because I think 1:30 to 2:30 is you're just finishing up what you haven't finished. Yes. I have a question. Go ahead. Yes, it's under grades. Yeah. I made grades more accessible to you. I made assignments more accessible to you, and I made quizzes more accessible to you. So everything is in our modules, but they're also in, you guys have like the blue names on the sides of the home page. So grades should be there, assignments should be there, modules should be there, quizzes should be there. That all should be there now. I don't know. Right. Who else? Someone else had a question. Was it? Okay, so I just sent out an email about that. And to turn in your cell project, you're now going to take a picture of it and send it to me in my email. And I will grade it, and then I'll put your grade in Canvas so you guys can see right away what you got. Nope. No. Yep, just take a picture. I need to see the actual cell that you created, but I also need to see the key that you made that goes with it. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Hold on, Jacob. Hold on. Amari, you can take a video of it. Yeah, and just send it to me. Oh, okay, Jacob, what's up? Like this? Oh, I like that idea. See, and that's the thing is I haven't been able to really think about how I want to execute everything because we've had to switch to online learning so quickly. But I actually like that idea. But let's do that because this is the first time, like we could do that for a second project for sure for everybody. But for this one, if you would like to present, we can do this through this Google Meet or through my big blue button. Let me figure out when we're gonna, so I don't have it due until the 27th, so maybe I can figure out a time where we can meet together on the 27th, and anyone who wants to present to the class like this can. Okay, so look for more information about that, and we'll look forward to doing that on March 27th. What's up? Every Tuesday and Wednesday, I will be doing live sessions with you guys. And then I will be recording. No, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I will be doing live sessions with you. And then on Thursday and Friday, I will be doing recorded videos for you to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing in class. But I will also be giving you Khan Academy videos or IXL videos for you as well. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. Who is irrelevant? I didn't accept it. Okay, I'm gonna okay, I'm removing him. Yes, because I was trying to figure out Canvas and how to put everything on Canvas, I will be assigning those this week. Now that I'm figuring it out and getting everything in line and figuring out our lessons and how we're doing it and how we're turning everything in. So I've just been preoccupied. Yeah, I denied him. I don't know. Go ahead and add me, you guys, because we can chat. I'm usually, well, now I'm on my computer almost all day. Yes, yes. Whatever works, because I know your camera wasn't working with your other account. Yeah. Yeah. You guys remember everything that you put on this chat, I can see, and I'm recording our sessions so everyone can see them. Okay, so Gabe. Okay, let's not discuss that right now, okay? Yep, I denied him again. Okay, one more thing to talk to you guys about. So if everyone can mute, because I have one more thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I just need everyone to mute. Okay, so the last thing that you guys are going to do today for me, besides ST Math and iReady Math, of course, because we're always doing that, is your exercise when sick article. So I know some of you guys did this on Friday with the sub, but again, just like with the percents quiz, I didn't get all that information. I know a lot of you guys were out on Friday, and with all the hustle and bustle, I do not have what the questions that you wrote. So you'll read the article, then you go into Canvas, and you will see the exercise when sick link. You click on it, and I want you to write your 4 questions there and submit it to me so that I have proof that you did your work today and that you have done the questions. Okay, so that is also in modules. And then I also included the PDF, the paper form of this article for you guys to read, and it's right below the assignment. Okay, trying to think what else do I need to tell you guys? Oh, there's so much. Okay, I do have office hours. You guys can get on and we can talk during office hours. I think I'll send out another Google Meet for my office hours today since Big Blue Button was not working this morning, and we'll figure that out. But you guys be checking your emails because I'm also emailing your school emails so that you as students are getting this information. So I'm putting announcements on Canvas. Hi, Angelina. I am putting I'm emailing your accounts also so that everyone is in the know.